Hi there, I'm Dana from Article Forge, the tool that uses artificial intelligence to write entire, high-quality articles about any topic with the click of a button. And today, I'm going to talk about a study we recently ran to determine if real readers think Article Forge content was written by a machine or by a human. This study was modeled after the popular Turing Test. If you're unfamiliar, the Turing Test measures artificial intelligence and was originally designed by Alan Turing to test a machine's ability to perform a task in a way that is indistinguishable from a human. In our case, we want to see if Article Forge content is indistinguishable from content written by humans. To do this, we set up a study that asked hundreds of real readers to tell us if articles were written by a human or by a machine. To give ourselves a baseline and prevent bias, we also had readers evaluate a control group of articles written by actual human freelancers along with the articles created by Article Forge. For Article Forge to pass the Turing test and be considered indistinguishable from content written by humans, two conditions must be met. First, a majority of readers must think the Article Forge content was written by humans. And second, readers must think the Article Forge content was written by humans at least the same rate as the human-written content. Here's what we found. Readers were over 120% more likely to think that Article Forge articles were written by a human than by a machine, which is statistically significant. In comparison, readers were over 60% more likely to think that the human-written control articles were written by a human than by a machine, which is also statistically significant. The results show that a statistically significant number of readers thought the Article Forge content was written by humans, which meets the first passing condition. And more readers thought the Article Forge articles were written by humans than in the control group of actual human-written articles. This meets the second passing condition and shows that the results are valid, and if anything, readers were biased towards thinking that any content, even content actually written by a human, was written by a machine. It is also important to note that the readers were specifically asked to consider if the content was written by a machine. In day-to-day life, readers will likely not even think to consider if Article Forge content was written by a machine because it reads as naturally as human content. Therefore, you can conclude that people think that Article Forge content was written by humans and that Article Forge passes the standard Turing test. But what does this mean? In the past, machine-written content has earned a negative connotation. This was largely due to the stilted grammar, abrupt transitions, and the overall lack of readability of the content being produced by machines. However, the test we ran shows that Article Forge content is largely indistinguishable from content written by humans. This means that you can comfortably use Article Forge's machine-generated content knowing that real readers cannot tell it apart from human-written content.